Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time here, my name is Grace, and on this channel I share sewing tutorials. In today's tutorial we are going to be learning how to cut and sew a princess dart bustier with Queen Anne neckline. So if this is something that you are interested in, make sure that you stick to the end of this video and watch all the way to the end. So with no further ado, let's get into the video and start learning. To draft the pattern of this bustier, I have my pattern paper here, my tape rule, straight ruler, my marker, and also my curved ruler. So on the top of the pattern paper, I already have a straight line which will serve as my shoulder line, and from that shoulder line, I'll take the remaining measurement. So I'm going to be taking my chest line measurement first, which is at 8 inches, and I'm going to draw a straight line across. Then the next measurement I'm going to take is my bust point, which is at 10 inches, and I will also draw a straight line across. So for the chest line, to get it, you just have to divide your bust circumference by 6 and add 2 inches to that. So the next line I'm going to be drawing across is the under bust, and it is at 13 inches. Mine is at 13 inches, and I'm going to be drawing a straight line across also. Then I'll move on to my waistline, which is the last line for the upper parts of this bustier dress. So my waistline is at 17 inches, and I drew a straight line across it like that. So this is my chest line, this is the bust point line, this is the under bust, and this here is the waistline. Now the next thing that I'm going to be doing is that on this shoulder line, I'll divide my shoulder measurement by 2. Mine is 16, and that divided by 2 will give me 8. So I'll place that 8 inches on both the shoulder line and on the chest line. Then I'll connect those 2 points together. Then for the width of my neck, I'm going to be using 3.5 inches, and I'll mark that. And on this straight armhole line here, I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch and connecting that to the neck area to form my shoulder slant. Then I'll take the measurement of what I have left on this line, I'll divide that into 2 and mark it there. Then I'll come in from that point and marked by 1/2 inch, and I'm going to be placing my bust circumference divided by 4 on the chest line, and I'll connect those 3 points together to form my armhole curve. After that, I'm going to be placing my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 on my bust point. Mine is 8 inches, that divided by 2 will give me 4. So I'm placing 4 from the middle on the bust point, the under bust, and also on the waistline. Then I'll connect those 3 points together. Then on the side that is going in like this, I'm going to be placing 1/2 inch on the under bust line. Then I'll place 1.5 inch on the other side to make my under bust tightening 2 inches. I'll repeat the same process on the waistline, 1/2 inch on the side going to the middle, and 1.5 inch on the other side. Then I'll connect those 2 points together. Then from this bust point, I'll come down by 1/2 inch. Then I'll use my curve to just connect to that under bust area. So don't let it be too curved and don't let it be too straight. So after this, I'm going to be connecting my princess dart bustier line. So I'm going to be using a curve from the bust point to meet the center of the armhole over there. So I'm just going to be connecting with a curve. You can use your free hand to do this also. Then from that line, I'll come out from each side by 1/2 inch like this, just to get the tightening over there. Then I'll connect that to the bust point with a curve also. Like I said, you can use your free hands to also do this if you don't have this curve, but if you have it, why not? So to replace this new dart at the armhole area, I'm going to measure what I have in between that, and I have 1 inch. So I'm going to be extending this dart leg with 1 inch like this, and I'll connect it with a curve to slant just the way it's coming already. So I will also extend the chest line area with 1 inch for the bust circumference, and I will connect together like this to form the new armhole curve. So we are not going to be using that former one again. So I'm just measuring what I have in between this chest line. I will place it on my bust point also. Then on my waistline, I will take my waist measurement divided by 4, mark that, and then I will take what I have in between the dart and replace it on the waistline. Then I will connect the side of my pattern together. So the next thing now is just to add sewing allowance. So I'm adding 1.5 inch sewing allowance around the side of my pattern, and then I'll work on the queen hand neckline that I want to put on this bustier. Now I'm just going up from the chest line by 1 inch. So this is going to be like the break point. You can maintain the chest line if you want your cleavage to show, but I don't want mine to show, so I came up by 1 inch, and you can also do more than 1 inch. Now to connect the queen hand neckline shoulder, I'll be coming out from this dart area on the green line by about half an inch. Then I'll use my straight ruler right from the neckline to meet that half an inch to form that queen hand neckline shoulder. Then I would like to create like a sweetheart neckline, and I'm just going to be going 1 inch below that green line and connect it to that half an inch I came out by from the dart. So this is going to let it have like a sweetheart neck effect. So that's basically all for this pattern. So these are the parts that I'm going to be cutting out, and also the neck area. Then I'm going to just grab my scissors now and cut this out all the way. So just watch the way I'm cutting this. So remember, this is the new armhole that I just cut now, and I'm just going to trace out the dart areas too, like this. So that side is not needed again, and I'm also going to cut this place. So make sure you don't cut that side all the way, so that you still have your shoulder connected to the bodice. So I'm just going to be notching the bust point so that I'll know where the bust point is when I cut this out on the fabric. Now for the back, I have my lines already on the pattern paper. So that's my shoulder line, chest line, bust point, and the waistline. So I'm going to be giving this a zipper allowance of 1.5 inch, and that's just what I'm marking right now. So I marked that 1.5 inch on all the lines, and I'll connect it together with a straight line. So that's going to serve as the zip allowance. So I just labeled that the zip allowance. Then I'll go ahead to place my shoulder measurement divided by 2 on the shoulder line. I'll place it on the chest line also and connect it together with a straight ruler to form the line of the armhole. And I'm going to be placing my neck width also, which is 3.5 inches. And for the neck depth for the back, I would like to just maintain that chest line area. I want it to be really deep, so I'm just going to connect with a cuff to the chest line area. Then I will come down from this side by 1 inch and connect to the neckline to form the shoulder slant or the shoulder slope. Then I'll place my bust circumference measurement divided by 3 on the chest line and just connect an armhole. Then I'll place my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 on my lines from the chest line, the bust point, and also the waistline. Then I'll connect those 3 points together with a straight line. Then on the waistline, I'll be coming out from that line by half of an inch on both sides to form the darts, and I'll connect that to the chest line with my straight ruler to form the back dart. Now on the waistline, I'm just going to be placing my waist measurement divided by 4, and I'll measure what I have in between the darts, which is like 1 inch, and I'll replace it. Then I'll connect the sides of the patterns together, and I will also add 1.5 inch seam allowance, just like I did in front. Then lastly, on the waistline, I'm going to be coming in by half of an inch to eliminate zipper allowance. I'll mark half of an inch, then I'll use my ruler to curve that into the chest line area. So I'm going to be cutting this half of an inch out to eliminate zipper allowance at the end of the day. So I'm just going to go ahead now and cut this pattern out just the way you see me doing it here. So I'm cutting out the neckline area all the way from where the zipper allowance started on it, and also the zipper bulge area, and that's all for the cutting. Then I'll move to cutting of the fabric. So the fabric is folded into 2, and the center front is on the folded edge. So I'm adding half an inch allowance all the way around, except of course for the armhole area. So I'm just adding half an inch seam allowance around so that when we join this, we will not be short of fabric. So on the side also, I'll go ahead and do the same thing. I'll add half an inch to the downside, to the sides where we are going to be joining together to the center front. I will not add to the armhole area, and also of course to where we already added the sewing allowance. So I'm just going ahead to notch the bust point as well. Also for the back, I'm adding half an inch to the down part, no allowance for the sides and the armhole, then half an inch for the neckline area and also for the shoulder. Now it's time to join the pieces together, and I've cut out lining piece for all my pieces. Then before I start joining together, I will cut my wording or breast part, whatever it is that you call it. I'm going to be cutting it for the front patterns. So for this middle part, I'm going to be cutting for this middle part first, and this is my wording that I'm going to be using. Then I'll place my fabric on it like this and make sure that it ends at the under bust area. So I'm just going to cut this out all the way, and I will leave a space of about 1 inch at the top also before cutting out. So this is what the center front is looking like. Then also for the sides, I'm going to be folding my wording into two so that I'll cut the two at once. So when I fold it into two like this, I'll place my fabric on it just the way you see it here, and I'll also cut out for the two sides. So it's just as easy as you have seen me do it here. Then I'll notch the bust points of the wordings also, and I'll go ahead to iron it to the fabric. So before I iron the wordings, I also make sure that I ironed fusible interfacing, the softest one, on all the front pieces. So to join them together, I'm going to be placing the side front on the center front like this, and I'll start pinning from the bust points to the top part and also to the down part, and I will use half an inch to sew it on the sewing machine. So I'm also doing the same thing for the other parts. I'm just going to join it together like this, then I'll head ahead to the sewing machine and sew this. When I was done, this is what it looks like. So I'm just using my scissors to notch this all the way around on both sides and make sure that it's sitting well on the bustier. So as you can see, this is what we have. So I've also gone ahead to join my lining pieces the way I joined the main fabric, and I'm going to place it right sides facing each other like this. Then I'll sew the neckline area, the armhole area, the side, and I will use the down part to turn it over. And also for the back, I'll do the same thing. Place the lining right sides facing each other, the fabric, and I'll sew the neck area, the armhole, the sides, and I will turn through the down part. So I'll go ahead and do this now. So when I was done, this is what I have on the front. I'm going to notch the neckline area properly and also the armhole area. So this is not going to be having a sleeve, that's why I closed up the armhole area. Then I'll turn it to the other side. So this is what we have, as you can see. And then I'm going to also do the same thing for the back. I'll notch the neckline area and the armhole area, then I'll turn this also to the right side. So when I was done turning it, this is what I have. It's time to place the darts on the back. So from the center of the back where the zipper allowance area is, I'll measure 5 inches in, and I'll measure it all the way to the chest line area like this, and I'll draw a straight line across. That's going to serve as the darts middle. Then I'm going to come out by half an inch on both sides and connect that to my chest line. Then I'll place the other part of the fabric on it like this, just to make sure that the darts transfers on it, and I'll go ahead and hold in my darts. So after doing that, this is what I have. Can you see? Now it's time to join both the front and the back together. So you place them right sides facing each other, but instead of just going ahead to sew the shoulder like that, I'm going to be using a method to make sure that we don't have rough edges. So I will open up the front like this. I'll put my hand through the shoulder all the way, then I will drag in the back, just as you see me doing it like this. So when I drag in the back, I'm going to make sure that both the front and the back are aligning at the shoulder area, and the main fabric is going to face the main fabric and the lining is going to face the lining. So when you do it, you have something like this. So let me explain again with the other side. I'll put my hand in from the front like this and drag in the front and the back at the same time. Make sure that they align at the shoulder area, the lining facing the lining and the main fabric facing the main fabric. Then I will use my pin to hold that together and go to the sewing machine and sew with 1/2 inch, and I will also do the same thing on the other side that I pinned earlier. So I will head ahead to the sewing machine and do that now. So after I was done, this was how neat it looks like. It's so nice and there are no rough edges. So we are almost done. Because this is a full dress, I'm going to be adding a down part before placing the zipper. So I'm going to be adding a skirt part rather, and then I'll join the sides and fix the zipper. So this was it after I added the skirt part of this dress, as you can see, and I also have fixed the zipper all the way. So the next thing is just to join the dress at the sides using my measurement, and I'll head to the sewing machine and do that now. And that's basically all for the sewing of this dress. So this is the outcome when I finally put it on. If this video has been helpful to you, kindly give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video and drop a comment. Till I see you in my next tutorial. Bye.